here tonight is to honor our champions. So on behalf of Bill France Jr. and all of us at NASCAR, I'd like to congratulate the champions, Leanne, Dean, and Carl. You know, Evergreen Speedway is one of our finest facilities. Through the hard work of not only the Beetle family, Tom Lethero, Althea, and a lot of others, this track is one that we recognize as one of the best. The great entertainment at Evergreen can be attributed to one of teamwork. I'm talking about the drivers, car owners, sponsors, officials, wives, and girlfriends. They are all part of the success at Evergreen Speedway. And you're all to be congratulated for this. And as you know, sponsorships are a very important part of racing. And a few that are key to us are Winston, Gatorade, AC Filters, STP, Champion, AC Delco, Prestone, True Value, Moroso, Mr. Gasket, and Motorcraft Quality Parts. Now they all make it happen for you, so let's use them. Don't forget the names that are on the side of your cars and your competitors' cars. When you need to purchase a product or a service, think about those people that are supporting you at your local racetrack. I just want to thank you for all attending tonight, and I want you to know that we're proud to have you as part of the NASCAR team.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate having you up here. I mean that sincerely. And just talked to Bob Beadle. We are going to light Shasta Speedway. We will double the candle power next year. And everybody's invited to bring a flashlight. I think it'll work real well. The cars we have parked in the perimeter now, sometimes the lights get right in the driver's eyes. You guys are very lucky. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to light tracks, and you're going to do that in the 5/8. You've got a lot going for you. Speaking of going for you, I have never met a man from Winston I didn't like. I mean that sincerely. They are absolute, the lifeblood behind us. There's never been a better marriage for a sponsor than Winston and NASCAR. And it's my pleasure now to bring up a friend of mine. He works out of Winston-Salem. He's from Puppy Drum, North Carolina. Please welcome Colbert Seagraves.
Thank you, Gary. It's on behalf of RJ Reynolds Tobacco Company and our Winston brand. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And as you can tell, I haven't missed many meals either. Gary and I are on the same diet, the seafood diet. We see it, we eat it, and we enjoy it. It's a great feeling to come to a facility such as Evergreen and see the people that are here tonight. You are the people that make it happen. You're the people that the future NASCAR Winston Cup stars, you know, they started at the short tracks around the country, and you are the backbone of racing. And it's a pleasure to be here. I enjoyed going on a boat ride with Bob and Mickey and Gary today, and glad I got back. Thank you very much.
Bob mentioned it, but I just want to bring it up again too, that it is really feather in the cap for the Evergreen Speedway and its people that Winston sends a representative out from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. As Bob told you, there are 23 banquets tonight. There are 85 plus, say, let's say 90 tracks. There's only 3 people that work them, and you'd have one of them. So I think it's a feather in your hat. They know where the action is. It's you right here, Evergreen Speedway. While we call Bob Beadle the father of the 500, we mean that sincerely. He's the one that had the guts to do it. Mickey pulled it off, and now it's the most successful Winston West or any type of NASCAR stock car race on the West Coast. But it comes to a point in time that it's lots of dollars, and you have to have help. You have to have somebody that has foresight, that looks at you and says, I like this, this will sell my product, and that's exactly what it has done. And that's why I would like to welcome right now, please, if you would, to the stand from Motorcraft, Jerry LaMonaco.
Thank you, Gary. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and actually I'm representing a lot of people with Motorcraft, with your Ford dealers in the Pacific Northwest, and all of those Motorcraft jobbers that provide many of you with our quality motor parts. I can tell you that sponsoring the Motorcraft 500 has been a tremendous success for us, as it has for all the people that are here tonight. That particular event has helped us set records in Motorcraft product sales and even Ford Motor Company products throughout the Seattle area, so I thank you very much for that. But really what I'm here for tonight is to congratulate all of the teams, all of the drivers, and especially the families that support those teams and drivers, because I know the efforts that are made on a weekly basis for you to be able to compete. So congratulations to all of you. That Motorcraft 500 just doesn't come about on one weekend in July. A lot of time and effort on the part of all of the Evergreen Speedway people and on the part of the Motorcraft staff that I have takes place for a tremendous period of time. We have been working 3 months now to be able to bring to you the 1990 Motorcraft 500. In September, I had an opportunity to travel to Detroit and be able to present the accomplishments of this particular track and all of the Motorcraft jobbers and those that supported this event to the National Advertising Manager of Motorcraft. And let me tell you, the people with Motorcraft were extremely impressed with everything that was accomplished in this particular year. We presented them with videos of the evening news showing Motorcraft 500 race cars in the event, a lot of photographs, and of course their biggest interest is in the promotional items that take place with this particular event. They were very impressed with everything that was presented, and we're hoping to be able to bring this event to you for many more years. So with that, I want to thank especially Mickey, Bob Beadle, and also Tom Lithrow for their support in keeping us really active and bringing you this top-notch racing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry. We appreciate Motorcraft, and you know that. I'd like to also, if you would, if you stand up and give a nice hand for his wife, Cindy Lamonago. Cindy, great to have you here. Also, we'd like to introduce this time and aid to Snohomish County Councilman Brian Corcoran. Please welcome Karen Miller. Karen, thank you very much. She's here with her husband Jim tonight, and we appreciate that. Jack, come on back. It's time now for the Jack and Gary Show. This thing closed out of town. We tried it one time in Snohomish, and it didn't work, so we'll try you one more time, partner.
Yeah, really. We'd like to say good evening to some very special friends of ours. Wall, if you start making your way up here, why, by the time you get here, I'll finish with this lengthy introduction that I spent 48 hours writing up, okay? This is Wally Richards from the Special Olympics Area 3, and as you know, Evergreen Speedway is tied very strongly with Special Olympics, and Wally would like to have a couple of words this evening, and he's almost here. And Gary, if you make room for him, and you'd welcome him, please. This is Wally Richards from Special Olympics Area 3.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank Tom Lithrow and Mickey Beadle for inviting my wife Libby and I here again tonight. We appreciate the invitation. Special Olympic Nights has become a yearly event at Evergreen Speedway. And believe me, it's the highlight of the year for my special athletes. They really love to come to Evergreen and watch you drivers, and you provide them with a lot of thrills, and they really love it. And we really love to come. Another exciting thing happens at the Speedway, and that's we've received some generous donations. I would like to thank Jerry and Motorcraft for their donations this year and last year. But I'm here tonight to honor a couple of people that are the greatest supporters to Special Olympics in Snohomish County, and that's Bob and John Beadle. And I have a plaque here that I would like to give to Bob. And it is to Bob and John Beadle. Thank you for your continued help and support. to Snohomish County Special Olympics. Now this is just a piece of wood with some writing on it, but believe me, there's a lot of gratitude and love from a lot of special people that come with this. Thank you.
Thank you, Wally. We're just fortunate enough to have a bingo game that sometimes makes more money than what it was organized for, to support hockey, and we chose the Special Olympics. But here I am again, Mickey does the work and I get the award. Really what happens is that John and I run the bingo, but Mickey served on the board, and Mickey came to us and said that the Special Olympics would be a very good one for us to get together with, because we were wondering who we were going to select. So, thank you, Wally. We appreciate it. And thanks, Mickey. And John's home sick. He went to bed 5 o'clock afternoon, and he still isn't up, I understand. So, he must have did a pretty good job. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Next up, we have a little something to Kelly, if you will, to present to one of our fine sponsors, of course, at Evergreen Speedway, that had a very successful night this year. As I recall, that night was one of our record-breaking nights. And from Safeway, we'd like to welcome Kelly Nicholas. Would you please welcome him? Kelly's making his way up here now. As Kelly makes his way up here, and Kelly, if you'd like to stand at the middle microphone there, I'll be right over to present this plaque to you. And it's a beautiful plaque, 1989 Evergreen Speedway Sponsors Award for Safeway. Kelly.
Thank you, Jack. This is the 5th year we've had our Safeway night. It's exciting. Our employees like it. We get great support from our customers, and racing is a grassroots to our business, and I hope that Safeway becomes more involved with Evergreen Speedway next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Benny and Gloria Phillips represent McCreary Tires. We'd like to hand out a thank you to them tonight, and as we move on down the list, my cohort.
Thank you very much, Jack. And someone else was up here a little earlier, but this is our thank you to him for the effort, and of course to go back to Detroit and let them know it's a mutual effort, because we certainly hope it helps Motorcraft and the Ford dealers throughout the entire Northwest. But we have to have a man behind it that can make it go, and this gentleman did. Jerry LaMonaco.
And of course, one of our local sponsors we want to hand out a thank you to is the people that provided Tom Glithrow with transportation throughout the racing season, and also doubled as the 1989 base car at Evergreen Speedway from Klein Honda in Everett. A nice hand for Klein Honda, if you will.
We'd like to thank the Caddyshack. Of course, John could not be here tonight. I certainly hope he didn't catch the same type of flu that I got at Anthony's porthole last night. Mine seems to be getting a lot better right now. But we would like to thank the Caddyshack again and John Beadle.
And Gene and Bobby Lorenzen each week. Flowers by Bobby appeared magically at the flagman's down on the track. We'd like to have you give them a nice hand, if you will. Flowers by Bobby. And one of our major sponsors at Evergreen Speedway, and I believe Tom is here this evening. We'll have him come on up, if you will, Tom Allen. From Interstate Batteries, you see their trucks down in the infield, and they're going to people's rescue and helping people all out all the time. Tom, are you here? Tom is not here. How about a nice hand then for Interstate Batteries and Tom Allen and his fine staff.
And Jack, other people that help us go at Evergreen and throughout the Northwest, and that's Pepsi-Cola. Thank you. You gonna be okay? I didn't forget anybody.
Can't say Interstate Batteries without saying Jack. All right?
yesterday when I flew in.
You're going to have to keep an eye on that table.
Okay,
over there,
well,
Gary.
we'd like to thank Pepsi-Cola, and we would also like Gene Kettle to know that we've changed his name to Jack. So if Jack Gene Kettle from Pepsi-Cola is here, thank you much. We appreciate it from the Pepsi people.
And also, all season long, as you might recall at the track, we welcomed a lot of trophy girls, and they are provided all season long by Larry Peters at the Peters Agency in Snohomish. And Larry, where are you? We want to say thank you anyway. Stand up for just a second. Give Larry a nice hand, if you will. Larry Peters from the Peters Agency. And with that, we will bring Melissa on. Melissa, my dear, if you'll start this direction, or if you haven't yet. We'd like to, in lieu of Miss Evergreen Speedway, who also is taking ill, you know, we might want to check. I wonder if Miss Evergreen Speedway is with John, you suppose? Same flu? I doubt it. No, I don't think that would occur. Our trophy lady here this evening is from Monroe. She's a senior at Monroe High School and hopes to pursue a career in modeling. She will introduce our video presentation that Marty has for us this evening. Would you please welcome, from the Peters Agency, Melissa Kinney. Melissa?
Other people we'd also like to thank, as Melissa and Jack are getting ready, is Ace Towing. Ace Towing, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And another fellow that, if you like good food, he's also a good friend. And a friend of mine, when I get up here, we love the things that he does for everybody, and he's a good friend of the Beetle family too. Your food tonight, of course, from Jack Sharon. A nice hand for him, please.
Okay, as a matter of fact, when we call attention to the people that help us out and support us week to week at Evergreen Speedway, as Gary Cressy mentioned a moment ago, Ace Towing is out there week after week after week after week, and we have a little something for them. If we could have a representative from Ace Towing, who would it be that would like to come up and pick up a little something special? Somebody here from Ace Towing must be. Because with this many cars in the lot, how could they pass up this deal? I mean, you know there's going to be 1, 2, 3 that they're going to be able to help out tonight. Is Bill here? All right. We'll get Bill up here. We have a little something we want to present to him, and we also have a few other people we want to call attention to before we actually get into the awarding of the trophies and the plaques for all the drivers that placed within the top 20 in their respective classes tonight. And Melissa will present a special plaque, and thank you very much.
Another one that makes it go all the time, as Jack Allen knows, because it's the excitement of keeping things moving and keep the fans in the stands, keeps the racers going. So a nice welcome and also a trophy of somebody who come up and pick it up for the Cascade Push Truck Association.
I didn't recognize them, Gary, because they don't have their orange shirts on tonight. I see they're in table number 3 right down here. They got a front row seat. Good job.
Get over, Brian. Get over, Brian.
Brian Raines accepting tonight. Another nice hand for the Cascade Push Truck Association.
Now, Jack, I'd like you to do the next award, but however, even the rental car, when I pick it up at SeaTac and drive in, it automatically goes to 1, 2, 3.
Well, of course, we knew which car you were going to have. Radio 123 in Everett did a rather outstanding job this season in support of Evergreen Speedway. We broadcast, and I change hats now, if you will, from Radio 123, 6 of the big races of the year, including the Motorcraft 500 on the network that we spoke of earlier. And the man that engineered the whole thing is now the main man at the Sparky Taft Advertising Agency and Associates. And on behalf of Radio 123, we'd like to present a little plaque. Sparky, if you would, please join us so that we can say thank you for the fine publicity and promotion on behalf of Radio 123 around Snohomish County for Evergreen Speedway, and the ingenuity to put together a nice package of broadcasts live on the radio so that people that could not make it out to the respective races throughout the season we're able to hear the big ones on Radio 123, and something for you, Sparky. Sparky Ted.
Thank you, Jack. Tom Withrow and I, my role has rather changed. I left the radio station, got into the advertising and promotion business, and going to be very proud to be working with Evergreen Speedway this year. Tom and I are actively working on obtaining major sponsors for the 1990 season. And what this means to you, on top of additional advertising and publicity, we hope is more purse money. So we're working on that real hard. I also would like to say that we are expanding our network for the 500, and we have plans for having radio coverage on at least 10 major races this year. So that's quite an expansion. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Sparky. And now I think, Marty, we're down to you on the list. Is that okay with you? Okay. Marty Gay has a video to introduce tonight, and I think you're going to enjoy this, so if we can proceed on to where the house lights come on down and Marty proceeds on with her video presentation, we direct your attention.
Some of these guys, my hat's off to you. Some of it, you didn't get him on the first time. You went the second time where you took him head on. Great job. Woo! They cheer for first, they cheer the Rex. I love it. Maybe that's all part of racing. We have 20 through 11, Jack.
All right, we'll start it right off now. We're looking at the mini stock division for the 1989 season. And in 20th place, the number 2 car, Ken Shukar. Ken is not here. Congratulations to Ken.
In 19th position, the 09 car, and that's Brad Harless.
All right, Brad is not with us this evening. Looking at number 18, the 03 car of Darrell Vickery. And Darrell is not here. A nice hand for Darrell.
17th position, the 15 car of Lane Sunhold. And he's here.
And Melissa Kinney, our trophy girl for this evening, will present the plaque. Thank you very much, Lane. And in the number 16 position, the number 77 of Joe Constance. Joe is not here. Gary?
In 15, 07, Chad Gage.
Chad is not with us this evening. In 14th position, the number 91 mini stock, Gary Flamang. Gary is not with us.
And in 13th position, car 57, Sue Singer.
And Sue is here. And a plaque for Sue. And thank you very much, Melissa. As we move along to position number 12, the number 26 car is David Barton. David is here.
And also in 11th position, car number 9, John Jones. That is your minis, 20th through 11th position. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
I see John goes to the same barber you do here. Fireball O'Keefe.
Jacks are winding their way up here. We move to position number 19. Car 99, Sean Mead.
We move on to the 18th position, and it's the car number 72 in the Bomber Division, Lloyd Conwell.
Finishing 17th, only 1 point behind the 16th position, 02, Brian Ross.
And finishing 16th, the number 33 card. I enjoyed watching him all season, Shane Biles.
15th in the Bombers, car number 7, Gary Lewis.
Continuing with the Bomber Division, in 14th position, the number 4 car of Dwayne Johnson.
And in 13th spot, in car 61, Mike West.
Mike really came on, particularly in the second half of the season in that pretty number 61 car, and rounded the track in very smooth fashion week after week, particularly in the second half of the season. As we move along to the number 12 finisher in the Bomber Division, it's a number 3 car. That is Galen Stewart.
And 11th spot, car number 23, Don Nicely.
And now we'll move along to the Superstock Division, Marty, through number 11. In the number 20 position is the 2X car with 27 points, belongs to Russ Kilgore.
And in 19th spot, car number 9, Randy Turner.
Russ and Randy both here? Wave your arm at us if you are, so we'll know. We don't want to get too far ahead. It's easy to do when you're not sure if some of the winners are present or not. So if you're here, yell out when we call your name, so we'll know for sure. Russ Kilgore and Randy Turner. We'll move now to the number 18 position, and it is the 0 car of Gordy Oberg. Is Gordy down at the brewery tonight?
17th spot, Jack, is car number 10, John Dawson.
All right, in the 16th position, Superstock number 56, Jim Erickson. Jim is not here this evening, so we'll move along.
And in 15th spot, car 76, Doug Searles. And Doug is not with us either.
As we move along to the 14th position, it's the number 25 car of Bruce Pendergrass. Bruce is here.
Also, Jack, with us tonight, he finished 13th in points, car 17, Jay Smith.
And finishing 12th in the Superstock division, car number 36, it's Jim Bailey. Jim is not with us this evening, so we'll move along to number 11, Mr. Cressy.
Thank you. And 11th spot, car number 11. He had 116 championship points, Rob Holden. And Rob's not with us either.
So we'll move along. That completes our number 20 through number 11 in the Superstock division. How about a nice hand for all of them in the 20 to 11 in the Superstock division? And now I guess we have some special gifts to contribute to selected members of the crowd this evening. And to do so, Mike Gallagher is here, I believe, and we'll bring Mike up now. Mike, go right ahead.
Good evening, everybody. I have a few special awards I'd like to pass out at this time to a few select members. First, I'd like Tom. Can you come over here, please? Tom was new this year, and a lot of us didn't know who he was at first. So we thought we'd do something so we'd all recognize him next year. We got him new headgear. It's very appropriate. It says, "I'm their leader. Which way did they go?" We should be able to find him next year very easily. Now, it had to happen. Senior citizens in NASCAR. Jim Bailey isn't here tonight, but he complained all last year that he did not get his senior citizen discount card at the back gate. We do have it for him. Anybody that's a friend of Jim's like to pick it up for him? It's right here. It's good for absolutely nothing, but he has a discount card now. This year, the points race was tight in all the divisions. One incident towards the end of the year I happened to notice was in the mini division. This driver was having a discussion with an official about getting put down a lap and how it hurt his points. I figured him out, Andy, and it didn't quite add up. So here's your "it doesn't add up" trophy with a working calculator to figure out your points next year. Andy Fry, please come up and accept this. Andy, treat this with kindness. I spent a lot of time making it, and the calculator does work. I expect to see it next year. Now, I usually try to roast an official or two just for GP, but this year I thought I'd remark on one official that was always happy, never gave anybody a bad time, never jumped up and ranted and raved. You bomber drivers know him. What's his name? I can't hear you. That's right, Darrell. Come up and get your trophy. The most happiest official we've ever seen at Evergreen Speedway. Don't be shy. Go and get it. Shorty, come on, come and do the honors. Take it around and land for us. Now, guys, wasn't he the happiest official you ever had to deal with? Let's hear it for him. In our super division, we always had one driver that always seemed to have the cleanest car. Always the nicest, the wheels were pretty, the tires were shiny. But something happened this year. I don't know what it was. Somebody started putting tires on the car or something. It wasn't as nice, the tire scrubbed. But Mike, this is for you. It ain't so shiny no more. This is a full bottle, you know, you can go shine up the car.
Real tough.
Well, we're not that cheap. Our next award came about when I saw a bomber driver remove a piece of equipment off his car. Very interesting. I'll get a little story here. He was told that his stock sway bar wasn't right dimensions for the car. And he had an interesting way of removing it, and I happened to get a piece of what was left after he burned it off in a fit of rage. Galen Stewart, the Golden Sway Bar Award. The most innovative way of removing equipment off the car. Usually in a racer's career, he starts out and he usually goes forward, makes his equipment better, buys more equipment, steals more